Hey everybody, what's happening? You got the Garage Talk All Sports. I'm Pops Old School. That's my son, New School, Christian.
It's good, everybody.
So, hey, what's up, bro? All right, guys. Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Yeah.
I want to start off there first with Happy Father's Day. So we came in last episode was episode 3, episode
Three.
4.
It was 3.
We
Yeah,
were
this will be
rocking
4.
the Jay-Z and Kanye with
Game 6.
Yeah, Ball So Hard and my Nuggets. You know, they did okay, but we're out, so we got swept. I'm not really happy about that. So we want to jump in and talk about a couple of things real quickly. We're going to show some NBA. We're going to do a lot of things here. So welcome. It's good to have everybody. We have a lot to talk about, and we haven't done a show. I just came in from the Bay Area. Had to do my little Army thing,
Yes.
so I support my country, and I'm back home, and it's good to be here. But first thing I got to say, it is Nelly up in here. It is hot up in here in this garage.
Yes.
We got to find a way to cool this garage out, bro.
It's summertime coming around, people.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure that where you guys are at, it's hot. I
Ooh.
mean, I don't know if we're getting
I'm
viewers in
just
Alaska
sweating.
yet, but I did see some of those people that's in Canada. Shouts out to Canada if you're out there, Canada watching Garage Talk.
Exactly.
But, oh, man, I'm sure you're probably hot, too.
It's Nelly up in here.
It's hot. He's not lying.
It's hot in this garage.
Yeah.
The heat wave hit the Mile High City a little early this year. We're sitting at 105 today, but you know what? We're gonna make it happen. So, son,
Yeah.
you want to take it away with anything you got on your notes there?
So, like Pops was saying, guys, last time we spoke, I mean, it was a lot of happiness, a lot of joy about Game 6.
What was that?
We were up.
Jackson, Titan,
Yeah.
Jordan, Game 6.
We were up on the Nuggets about the Game 6. We were up about the Avalanche. We were just up about our teams.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. So much just changed so quickly. It built up like Tetris. Boom, 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 boom.
I know, right,
and then
right.
It just fell right before our face. And here we are today,
Avs are
about
out.
a week later, and both of our teams are out.
Yep,
so yeah,
Nuggets
we got.
are out.
If you guys want to shoot at us and say, hey, you guys, predictions were wrong. Yeah, on those series we were wrong. We were wrong about the Avs. We were wrong about the Nuggets.
But I am
But
right
you
with
know
the
what?
Bucks because the Bucks are up right now on the Brooklyn Nets. But it is because of injuries.
Yeah,
so,
there's a lot going on with
Yeah,
that, so
yeah,
we'll
yeah,
probably
yeah.
touch on that as the series goes on. They're playing right now as we speak, so we'll be getting into that. Oh man, Pops is not lying; it's burning up in here. But just like Pops said, guys, there's a few things I want to cap on as we do our show for. I know you guys got a lot to do. We want to keep it short and sweet for you guys, but I really want to do a Nuggets season recap.
Yeah.
We're out. We got to take our loss as it is. If you're part of the Nuggets nation, then you're kind of hurting right now. But I just want to look at everything for what it really was. Before I kind of have like a longer spiel, like a full timeline type of how I feel. All right.
Yep.
So guys, just before I get too far into it, I'll kind of start with where I'm going to end and then kind of show you how I'm getting there. I feel like we had a really good season, a great season is what I put down. I think we had a great season, okay? I think there's a ton to be happy about. There's a ton to look forward to. We still have a young squad, great all-stars and players.
I agree.
I just have a real sour taste about how we went out in the round 2. So kind of just let me take you through this real quick. Season recap, okay? Season recap. This is really for my Nuggets fans. Let's dive into this, guys. So let's go with, we start the season off, okay? We've lost players. Me and Pops were talking about this as you look at the combined loss over about the past year to 2 or 3. Excuse me. We have Grant, Plumlee, Torrey Craig, Malik Beasley, and a couple others. So we had lost a lot. Over this past offseason, Grant was the big one that we lost along with Plumlee, and a lot of the a lot of the sports analysts out there were just kind of really knocking us, didn't say we lost too much to be relevant again. So you take that. We come into the season coming off of the bubble. The bubble was draining for us. We are worn beyond, we're just super worn out. Looking forward, we start to really still piece it together, though. Find energies, find ways to get relevant, because we started off the season, we were in the bottom, I think, 8 of it, looking into the playoffs. Then we buckled down with what we had, and then we start winning games. We get our energy back. We come out of the bubble. Porter starts to take some growth this year. Gordon all of a sudden comes along. Yeah, I know you're looking at with the playoff things. That's stay with the timeline, though.
Right.
Porter's growing, right? The
Right.
team's growing, okay? All of a sudden we get Gordon. I was on the big word, jubilate. I was jubilated when we got him. I was jumping out and telling Pops about how great of a big pick that was. Mind you guys, though, until here's where we go next. Murray goes down, and this is about coming into the later half of the season, okay? Murray goes down. Before he goes down, in that portion that we had, Gordon, though, we had the top starting 5 in the NBA when we had him in that core bunch. And they were still learning each other, and it was lovely. Murray goes down. Shortly after that, others do as well. Other
Yep.
pieces, okay?
Yep.
We still stay strong.
Yep.
We still maintain our seedings.
Yep.
We still get into the playoffs. And this is where I'm getting at, is there's so much good to look at, guys.
Right.
Kind of stay with what I've done. There was a lot of hardship we did.
Yeah, because everybody's kind of
Right?
lamenting the
We're
season,
coming
but
off
it
of
wasn't
COVID.
just a whole,
So let me just keep going, though, it's a little bit, and I'll let you run with it. So we get into the playoffs. We advance against Portland. We advance when we're down pieces. We're in this hard season.
ball so hard.
Ball so hard. We get to Game 6, and then all of a sudden we get to the Phoenix series, and then I'm a loss for words because we look like a different team. Even what we had rallied with, we've done it in a different way than we played the Phoenix guys. So what am I saying? I'm saying yes. If you go through all of what I just went through, we had a great season. We pulled through and did what we could.
Yeah.
So what I would like to see, and what I'm most excited about, and if I'm alone, and the guys, keep what you have and get healthy. See you guys next year type of attitude. Get healthy.
So that's what's in episode 3 about rushing everybody. Like, we're watching game 4 of the Bucks Nets series right now. Harden should not be back right now. Same as AD and LeBron. They came back too soon. So I agree with that. Let Jamal take time to get healthy. The Nuggets got a great squad. We have the pieces that we need. You know, when you look at the Clippers played a darn good game yesterday against Utah.
Kawhi.
You know,
Pause real fast. Stay with what you got. Keep it. But did you see the dunk? If you didn't, keep going. No, we'll talk about that in a second.
but they played that game, which is indicative of what the national press has been saying. They want to see this Lakers-Clippers thing. The Clippers finally showed up. So I don't want to get too far out there, but that's kind of where I want to go in the next segment of this. Go ahead, son.
Oh, and I'm staying with what you kind of got going. The Clippers. So if even in our short term of the Garage Talk, if you've watched us, me and Pops kind of knick-knack back and forth with each other about the whole Clippers thing, and really kind of just let me be serious for a moment while I play a lot of jokes about it. The whole seriousness of it all is that he didn't like. It's not that he's not born to hate the Clippers. He just didn't like the pedestal in which that they were being put on in the sports world, and yet they hadn't really quite earned it yet.
Right.
So I would agree with him in saying the way that these guys are starting to play is looking like that team that you were looking automatically to put against LA, which is what he's saying. So I 100% agree with you on that, and I like that. What I was saying on that small side note was, gosh, we're going to have to make a segment about dunks this year, okay? Kawhi Leonard hurt a man last night. I'll tell my kids to turn the TV off. I walk in the room and I see guys watching on ESPN, turn it off. Kawhi Leonard put somebody on a poster last night. I'll have to pull it up and I really don't want to drop the guy's name. Just go look at it on ESPN. Kawhi, I jumped out of my seat. That was one of those, I think a dude from Minnesota, the young rookie, I think his name is Anthony Edwards, if I got it right. He put someone on the poster earlier this year. It was definitely on that scale. Matter of fact, that's when I got to bring to y'all. Whose was better? The Minnesota rookie, and I think it says, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I could be wrong. We're just fans like we said. But I swear his name is Anthony Edwards from Minnesota. Earlier this year, if you watch sports, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then if you watched last night's game, if you didn't, then please let me be the first to tell you. Go look at the dunk. The Clippers game last night. Utah Clippers. I mean, gosh. I know I'm kind of going rambling about it, but this was a dunk to talk about, guys. Like when you're chilling with your fellas, tell them which dunk or the ladies. Your lady, she's into it. Even if she's not into it, look it up, pull her, and say, look at this dunk, and say, look at this dunk. Which would you take? Because it's worth it. But yeah, just kind of the roundabout about what you were saying. And as much as we played around about it, it's kind of exciting to see them play that kind of basketball.
Yeah, they look good. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. I haven't seen this in Paul George and Kawhi.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to see this type of Clippers basketball. And Utah is not 100% healthy, so I don't know who's going to come out of the West. The Suns look impressive, particularly the way they shut the Nuggets down. I don't know what's happening.
You
kind of
guys-
segue into this piece about the Nuggets. I'm okay with the Jamal, Jokic, and Porter.
Okay.
I'm a little skeptical on Porter. I don't know if it's Barton, but I'm okay with that because if you watch Kawhi, Paul, that tangent, there are several others who are out there who are taking their team to the next level deep into the playoffs. So hats off to Phoenix. I'm just going to be straight up.
I was gonna
love
say the
sports.
same thing next.
Hats
Yes,
off to
exactly.
Phoenix.
Yes.
That's our B squad, and shame on Portland that they didn't do what Phoenix did.
Look,
you heard me say that in
that's
episode
true.
3.
Yes.
Hats off to Phoenix. I thought that I call him the general, because I said I think it was episode 2 that even though he had that shoulder, Chris Paul had the shoulder injury, he was still governing the team and getting those guys to play hard, for the bigger goal. They knew what the end game, what the end goal was, and get there. And so
did.
hats off to
Yes.
the Suns. In Denver, on the local radio station, you start hearing this kind of wavery stuff. Should Coach Malone be
Yeah, please
fired?
bring it up.
Should the Avs coach be fired? Absolutely not.
No.
That was a B squad that Coach Malone was able to take to the
Thank
second
you.
round. However, I'm not happy with some of the, not the play calling, but getting the right lines out there. I thought we played Portland better, same B squad. Why is Phoenix different or better than Portland? I thought the coach really, hear my heart. I love
We talked
Michael
about this.
Malone.
Yeah.
But I think I won't say the word, he got out-coached. I'm not saying that. But what I am concerned with, damn it, quit shooting those threes. That's not our game. We play in the paint. And all they kept doing this whole series was shooting 3 balls. That's not our game. So
Yeah.
why didn't you say, all right, time out. What the F is this? That's not our game. Stop trying to, or maybe it was. Maybe it was. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but that is not indicative of who the Nuggets are.
That's not our game, and we don't even have to question that. And we talked about that. And I as much, and I said it when we were talking, and I'll say it on a garage show with respect to Malone. As much as you are willing to rip into the team on media,
Yeah, I kept saying they
we
were
just
soft.
have to be honest with ourselves the whole way around. That was driving me crazy. Why are we going on game 4 in a closeout game and we're still continuing to shoot the 3 ball?
It wasn't
instead of
working. It wasn't working.
No, it was not working, and it was very frustrating. It was very frustrating, and you brought up something though, just was in respects and to put everything in perspective. One thing I kind of left off
It's
of my
now up in here, right?
Yes, it's so hot here. I left off of my notes though. Is we did all this. We went through all this animosity. Jokic did his thing, man. I'm so proud of Jokic.
MVP.
I'm so proud of the MVP of the league. That man did everything he could, and then they have and I think you have it down. So I'm kind of I'll let you get into the game heartbreaker that they did to us.
Yeah.
But that aside, I'm proud of Jokic. I'm
No.
proud of.
Let's
all
be clear
proud
for
of
the
you.
audience. What did they do to us? How do you eject the MVP in game 6 or 4? It's the most important game. Look, okay. I always talk to Christian about old school basketball. Go back and look at your classic hardwood or hardwood classic, what have you. That was not the type of foul that should have ejected a player. Go see what Bill Laimbeer and all the others have gone through, and those are hard fouls. Jokic was clearly going after the ball. They saw the ball. They said it was a wind up.
So, yeah.
Okay, but if it was a wind up, he was not trying to take out Payne.
Yes.
Okay? It was a horrible call that did not require a flagrant 2.
No.
You know, it's just
So-
I'm not trying to say it was poor officiating. I am not going there. This whole series was like, what the F or what the H? I apologize. I'm just really passionate about what I saw in this series, and I just didn't appreciate that was not our squad that we saw. And that's why I tip my hat to Utah in saying that, you know, they brought it. And we okay, look, there's so much I want to talk about. Okay, check it out. If CP3 is going to the right and doing a little teardrop, why don't you force him to the left?
So that's one of the Malone
Coach,
things.
why didn't you
Yes,
force
that's
him
one
to
of
the
Malone
left?
things.
Did you not have the player? Could Barton, Gordon, somebody not force Green? Somebody not
This
force
wasn't
him
once
left?
or twice.
It was
He did this
every
back
shot.
to back to back to back
Every
to back
shot.
to us. This was hurtful.
I mean-
it got so annoying to watch.
Yeah, it was just like, I mean, we would just turn it off. So, all right, this is not our squad. Like,
Oh.
who is that? The stage wasn't big because the bubble. We did better last year. I didn't understand. And I know we're now rambling. We're just all over the place. I'm gonna calm down. I do have a very critical point, and I'm gonna jump forward over your notes, and I'll respect that. Now I'll bring it back in. I have to talk about the Phoenix contingency, the fans that were in the Mile High City
Oh, yeah.
at Ball Arena. Look, guys,
This isn't just a Phoenix fan.
my
So
license
everybody
plate say
says
rep
this
in
goes
Denver.
to
Okay,
everybody.
so I'm down to the that's I'm down. All right, they didn't come in the back door. They didn't like break their way in. Tickets were available. How in such a pivotal say it for me, please. A
pivotal game
yes,
4.
that
Exit game.
tickets are available
Huge.
that Phoenix can overrun our stadium.
I wouldn't say overrun, but they were deep in
Bruh,
there.
it was louder for Phoenix than it was for the
Nah, it
Nuggets.
wasn't that, but
It's
they
game
were
four.
definitely in there. They were
because
definitely
everybody
in
may
there.
have given up. That's what TNT was saying. So I was just saying, it's like, did we give up? You know,
Oh wait,
I'm still angry and passionate
so stay
about
with the
it.
did we give up thing, because as we're coming up on time, and I also I want to bring this up as well. Did we give up? Did the Avs give up?
All right,
When we took
All
our
right.
first loss and we said we expect them to bounce back,
Christian,
they never bounced
we
back.
got to go over it. We got to go over it because that's another one. I don't know what happened. I took the Avs to win the Stanley Cup. The Knights. You know I'm not a Golden Knights fan. I'm not. I respect what they bring to the ice.
They're my pick now.
You know, to the ring. Well,
They're my pick
I
now.
don't know. I think Montreal and maybe the Islanders has something to say about that. But
I'm sure they do.
Why? This has been very perplexing for me. I don't understand what happened to the Nuggets, and I don't understand what happened to the Avs.
Only in the
They-
fact, not injury wise, but why we played
Right.
the game that we played.
Avs
Both
is healthy.
teams.
Avs is healthy.
So there's no excuse. There's no excuse for that. And don't hear us like bashing the team when I'm saying there's no excuse for that. When we're trying to rationalize what happened, when we try to go back and make sense of it all, when I say there's no
I
excuse for
can't.
it, we can't
can't.
come with something
I cannot
to
understand-
rationalize why they played the way they played.
Right.
So
and both squads look identical.
I've
the Avs were
kinda
not
said
in their
that.
games.
I want the Nuggets to get healthy and come back next year and come.
Yep.
Look, I'll have to find it. Back in 2018, I was saying 2022, my Nuggets get a championship. So that's my goal next year. But the way that the Avs go out, just kind of with a question mark, what's your expectations for the next year?
You know what? This was the next year.
See,
We got knocked out in round 7 against Dallas. This was the year, and they played all
That's
year.
what's scary.
How do you win the President's Cup and then you get into game 2 or series 2 and you let Vegas do that to you?
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, the coach's name is not dropping in my head. I know Coach very well, and Coach, I apologize to you. I know your name. I apologize. I just don't understand. Our line shifts were good. Vegas, okay, they came out, they punched us in the mouth, and we
never recovered.
never recovered.
We never recovered.
I thought we played a couple of one of the games well. We thought we had it, and damn, Vegas came right back and they won it. I don't understand what happened. I'm really salty right now, and it's hard for me to keep my composure because I want to just let it flow and let it go. I'm really upset with the Nuggets and the Avs and how we played. Can't talk about the Rockies. So now we have hope for the Broncos. And I'm gonna be honest, save Aaron Rodgers coming to Denver. It's much of the same with the darn Broncos.
So to that point, we're gonna wrap it up a little bit. But
Please go off of your notes because you got some great notes there.
But we have that was it. I mean, that was our recap. We got to get healthy. We Nuggets. We need to get you guys healthy. I know that with the squad that we have, we're capable of getting a ring. Period. I don't care who's on the East. I don't care who's on the West.
Can I jump in for a second?
Just for a second.
Just for a second, because I know we're expanding this. You know, Damian wants out of Portland. I think
that's a whole nother day.
I know. All right.
No.
I think he would be a great.
He doesn't want to. What have you? No. So that's a whole nother step because there's nothing that shows that he wants out of Portland. So that we'll have to save that because you have to expand on that, and I'll hear it. But that's not today.
I think it would be a great asset to what we have going on.
Real quick though, because we're gonna wrap up the show. I like what he's saying, but we're gonna get with that another time.
Go ahead.
You touched on the NFL. You touched on the Rodgers. That's gonna go into the next episode. If we want to slide the Portland thing in with Dame, we can. But next episode, we got some stuff coming, guys. The season, it's off season. Let's get your fishing gear. But we're gonna bring a lot of good content, right? So we got. Well, you haven't even seen the line yet. So we got next time on episode 5. We got the Rodgers Watson. What if?
Yep.
Just scratch all the everything. If you could take which one and get them, who would you take? We got the does Tiger ever need to play again, or is he solidified? Yeah. And we got some good stuff coming for you guys.
You know, that's a great question. I wish we had time to talk about that.
No, that's episode 5. So we appreciate you guys staying with us tonight. We wanted just to recap our season, just kind of give you our raw emotional feelings. Come on, Pops.
One little thing. Denver, stop it. Coach Malone does not need to be fired. Stop it, Denver. Coach Malone does not need to be fired.
I don't think he's talking to Denver. I think he's just talking to people who's being overcritical right now.
I'm hearing goofy stuff.
But I don't think that the majority of Denver is saying that. So when he's saying that, again, it's just the emotions behind it all to the people who are saying it. Because they're being super emotional too.
Real quickly though, did Coach get out-coached?
He could have done a lot more, but with what he had, I'm just going to tip my hat and call it a day. I appreciate where we're at. I appreciate what we did. I look for the Nuggets to get healthy. With that, guys, is Garage Talk. It's Pops.
That's fair.
It's Son.
That's fair.
We're gonna wrap it up. We got a good episode 5 coming for you guys.
Please
all the subscribers, keep subscribing, keep sharing.
Hey,
guys, we appreciate.
Yes.
Today. Keep it coming, guys. We appreciate it. You guys make our day, so that way you guys can all tune in. Go on to the Garage Talk all
sports,
all S1. Garage Talk all S1. That's the Twitter. So you guys, we're up and out of here. It's hot in here as we've been saying.
It's Nelly up in here.
All right. You have a good night. Be blessed, everyone. Garage Talk. You guys see it.